I'm Dan.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Bourbon Sauce. Welcome back for another Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. This week, we've got a special one for you guys. This is the American Barrels 86 proof
Kentucky bourbon.
Where did you find this, by the way?
Yeah, I don't rightfully call.
And that app doesn't tell you when you pick up the bottle where you get it from. It just tells you what bottle you have.
Yes.
Yes. Well.
Yeah, I need to do better at logging where I'm getting everything.
Buddy. Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
So we're kind of dreading this one. We've definitely tried it.
I'm not dreading it. We're gonna roll with this. We're gonna roll with the punches here.
Yeah, this one's definitely gonna punch you. It's in a shotgun shell, which is kind of cool.
It would be cooler if the said shotgun shell would actually come off and be a cup.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's neat because it's got this cordage here. It's got this neat snake that kind of wraps around a rattler.
The bottle is really cool.
Yeah.
It's a really good bottle. And the fact that the snake is glass along with the bottle is really cool.
Yeah, it's very unique.
It is.
Well, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that bourbon?
So this one is obviously American Barrels Kentucky Bourbon, 86 proof. It's sour mash bill of 70% corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. And they use some kind of crazy ultrasonic method. I don't know. There's not a lot of great detail about it, but it's an ultrasonic method that's supposed to hasten the maturity process using sound waves to make a chemical reaction occur, apparently. But yeah, I don't...
guess we're going to feel the vibration when we drink it.
I don't even know how old it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's no age statement.
There's no age statement, so I'm guessing it's 4 year at least.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's interesting because the headquarters is in Fort Myers, Florida.
Yeah.
This is a Kentucky bourbon, but it's distilled and bottled in Charleston, South Carolina.
That's really strange.
So
it's a mixture of
riddle
places.
me that one, Batman.
Yeah. If any of you folks have any reach back to those people, maybe you can explain it in the comments section. Let us know why it is that way. But you want to go ahead and uncork this thing?
But you might want to.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Shotgun it.
Since I've done all that talking again.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad for a synthetic.
Well, at least we can say it's got a good cork pop.
Yeah.
Go easy on me here, okay? What's that Adele song? Go easy on me, baby.
A light pour here.
It's right off.
That's really light.
Yeah, it is. Right off the nose, it's pungent. And I don't mean like alcohol pungent. I mean it's pungent. Is that making sense?
Make a tornado in here.
It's pungent. There's
take me away. Yeah,
there's
when I caught that whiff when I opened it, I was like, "Whoa!"
It's kind of nutty on the nose, but there's some kind of pungent thing. It's almost like
there's like a musty.
It's
oak.
like almost like an over-ripened fruit that's set out in the sun for a while.
Like a soured.
Yeah, like
cantaloupe.
Like a soured fruit of some kind.
Cantaloupe is what I'm thinking. You know how like it gets that sliminess?
Yeah. It gets kind of pungent if it's set out in the sun too. Yeah.
That's what it kind of smells
so
like.
it's kind of like a pungent soured fruit with some nuttiness.
This is one of those times when I wish my nose wasn't large.
I mean, but it's not. I will say this about the nose.
It has a little sweetness.
It's not overbearing.
It's like a white wine and cantaloupe had a baby. That's what I smell.
Oh, okay. Obviously we've established I'm not a big wine guy, but I've had enough wines tried here and there that I can see what he's talking about with that white wine cantaloupe baby thing.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
But it's not harsh, like super bad on the nose. Here we go. I'm going to disregard that first sip. Got some spice going down the back, for sure.
Yeah.
I get some sweetness on the tip of my tongue. I mean, a faint hintness.
It's not as bad as I remember.
And then maybe like a little toffee. So faint sweetness, a little toffee, but then it's all spice on the back end.
There's a lot of spice. For it being 86 proof, it has more burn to it than you would anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads you to believe that it being more rye in that. But it does have that malty, chocolatey.
Yeah. That
almost,
toffiness.
Yeah, I don't get a caramel.
Yeah.
Or caramel, depending on where you're from. And that taste of wine is still there a little bit on the front.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of rolls off the tongue to the sides of it a little, but
kind of similar to some type of melon, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Cantaloupe. Yeah. Get that cantaloupe. It's weird. Not a watermelon, because watermelon's like really sweet. I think. Well, I don't know.
That rye, that 21% rye, definitely gives it a kick down the back.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that kind of stays around for it.
We can't do this in a cube. It's too low proof.
No, but that's the only thing that stays around for this is the spiciness on the back. I get the sweetness at the front.
Yeah.
A little bit of toffiness, and then spice.
It's a rather quick finish. Legs are quick.
I would be curious to see the age statement on this. Legs on this are rather quick.
It's not one you chew. There's not a lot of texture to it.
I'm not
a not fan, but I'm not a big fan either.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't really. The nose isn't bad, but it's not something I want to sit here and just be like.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the boards.
And this was like $25.
Oh, is that how much you paid for it?
Yes. This is $25.
Well, there you go. So those of you that are looking for budget bourbons, this might be up your alley. It might not be. And if you do like it, let us know what you get from the nose and taste. I'd love to hear about that. So once again, this is American Barrels Kentucky Bourbon, 86 proof. Came in at roughly $25.
Yep.
Can't remember where we got it, but it's definitely on most shelves if you're in any liquor store, towards the bottom. What do you got on smell?
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah, it wasn't like something where I take a whiff and I'm just like, and can't endure it, but it was. I've definitely had a lot more pleasantly smelling bourbon.
I agree. Yeah, it's got like a little pungentness to it, but nothing that's too obnoxious.
What'd you give it for taste?
A 3.
I actually gave it a 5.
Really?
And
Interesting.
Part of it is I get the toffee, I get a little bit of the sweetness. And I mean I could have probably done a 4.5, but I gave it a 5. It was okay. I mean,
middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road.
Okay.
Drinkability, I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 4.
Okay.
And the only reason why is because of that astringent burn that you get from it for being a lower proof. You wouldn't think it would be that. So it's kind of like,
Price.
I gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8 as well.
Yeah, that's really well priced for what you get, considering there's not a lot of complexity. There's no age statement. The mash bill is just kind of ordinary.
I mean, the bottle alone makes a nice decanter later, though.
I would say if you wanted to, you could reuse it for something else. Share it?
Yes.
I said share also.
Overall, I was a 5.5 on that one.
And I was a 4.5, so not too far off on that, considering I was expecting it to be much more horrific than it really was. I was expecting to get bit by this one.
Yeah, I think we both were, we had self-imposed expectations.
Yeah.
That could have gone along with us tasting this while already inebriated at some point.
Well, and I think that was the night when we actually were doing other things that were like nasty, like bucked up and whatever.
Yes.
And we were just, because it was part of the TikTok live and people were basically daring us to drink things that we ordinarily wouldn't drink.
Yes.
So that's not bad though.
Yeah.
So if you guys are curious, make sure you check out our Patreon. Ryan does run our TikTok lives the following Wednesday after this releases. So there will be trivia and you can win prizes that range from hats, shirts, koozies, discount codes, bottles, little taster kits, a handshake of whatever we reviewed. And what else? Is there anything else?
There's all kinds of stuff.
So you just have to go sign up for the Patreon. You have to be at the top in order to qualify for our quarterly.
For our quarterly giveaway and our quarterly care packages.
And those are going to be magnificent. So if you are paying attention on TikTok, you'll already have seen Ryan has done some lives and he'll continue to showcase different things that you guys can win. But you have to be in before the quarter starts.
Correct. So cutoff is basically the mid-mark of the first month of that quarter.
So
if you're not,
they missed the first quarter. This is going in the second quarter now.
So essentially
March.
So basically, if you're not a top tier subscriber on our Patreon by middle of March, which is I think I've just said you've been using the cutoff as 15th.
Okay.
Whatever the 15th of that first quarterly month is, if you're not in the top tier, doesn't matter if you join later in the month or you join in April or May, you're just stuck. You're going to have to wait till the next quarter.
And also, check out deploymentcigars.com. Every cigar that you purchase, money then goes back towards a cigar going to soldier, airman,
police officer, firefighter,
first responders at some point. It's a great cause. And the cigars are pretty tasty, so you should try them out. But until next time, drink your favorite drink. Hopefully it's bourbon and get sauced.
Cheers.